after a long while, we have someone finally coming back. Because your last appearance was, if you can remember, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh shit! I thought it was John Cena's.
No, that was Yu-Gi-Oh was after John Cena.
Oh, we need to get Patrick back then.
Oh, we are eventually.
Yeah.
And you know that he's also working, so now that 4 of us are actually working, it's harder for us to schedule things.
I'm not working at that.
Oh, sorry, 3 of us. Yeah. No, for some reason I added somewhere else. I added someone else apparently for some reason. Oh yeah, but once you start, our scheduling is gonna fucking crisscross each other, considering. Okay, and
if we all go unemployed, we could do this full time.
Well, with the 18 subscribers that I have on the channel thing, it's up. Oh yeah, I told him I had 10 initially for years, and then we got 8 more. We're doing this.
We're doing this, yeah.
Since what, September?
Thanks for your loyal support.
Those 8.
Yeah, those 8 of you.
Not the 18. Fuck the 10. The 8 that subscribed us first.
I don't know why I had 10 in the start. That's weird.
Wait, can we swear in this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why would you not swear?
I don't know.
Some of the movies we had to suffer through. We cursed at him.
Okay, all right.
Especially the animated movie we watched, and Doom. Oh, Doom was Doom so far was the most boring movie we've seen, and it was 2 hours.
It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, but let's see if this movie is as boring as that. But odds are it might be stupid fun more than anything.
For us, I remember this movie, and I remember having a lot of fun with it, just because of how over the top it was. Yeah. Which kind of makes me miss these type of movies nowadays.
Kind of like the Gamer.
Kind of like Gamer. Yeah, that kind of studio funded schlock. Yeah. That's what it's intention. And Crank, yeah. Actually, I never saw Crank 1, but I saw Crank 2.
Yeah, you told me this, yes.
And I just thought it was it was very creative. Mm. Dumb, but creative.
These are the movies that are dumb and creative. Like, have you seen many of those type of movies?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think, I don't know, it's going to be weird looking at it again, because the last time I saw it, we were still like...
Yeah, we weren't smart enough.
Yeah.
And also, we weren't smart enough yet as to how smart we are now about movies. Mm-hmm. And the type of stuff we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm excited.
We're cautiously optimistic about this film.
Yeah. We're film majors.
Yeah.
We're official film majors, and we have the graduations. We have diplomas to prove it. Whatever those are worth now.
We don't have to work to prove it. We have the diplomas. We don't have the careers yet, but we don't have the diplomas.
That's our optimism. We're gonna be successful someday. Next, we bomb at making movies, but we're successful in making commentary tracks.
You know what I always wondered? You know how people say, it's like, oh, fuck it, I'll just go into porn. Is porn really that easy to get into? Like, the professional kind?
No,
right? Like, it shouldn't be, right?
No,
it's like hard. Any other thing. It's like
it's like any other profession. You have to be good and skilled in the thing you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, I was thinking about that. Just I always was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do porn. And then, like, look, I think they want somebody skilled, right?
Yes.
They don't just have any schmo, like...
Like, hey, you're a porn star now. Go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, people have to actually like you, and not. They don't want to work with someone who's probably have like a really big ego of like, oh, I could do this. So.
Right. So the movie's Death Race.
Yeah. I think porn is a good way to transition to this, because isn't there like nudity or something in this?
I just remember the cars, and that's it.
I just remember the cars.
It's a hard. Also, it's a hard R, isn't it?
If I remember, it wasn't gory. It wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't like, it was fine.
I could have sworn it was gory, but either way, yeah, we are watching Death Race Unrated, to be specific, from 2008. And thank you all for joining us. And the timestamp for this movie is 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 35 seconds. Hopefully, you guys have this same version, because I was just looking at this. I did not know that apparently there are 2 versions of this, because like what other unrated stuff can you put?
It's
just more guts,
and then
no, I know, but what's more in this that makes it different? Like, what, more guts?
Gore, yeah.
To be fair, yeah, that's what people come for. Why would you come for the story?
Exactly.
They drive cars and get out. That's the idea. Okay, so in order to sync up this commentary track with Death Race 2008 Unrated, you guys will pause the commentary when I say to pause, and then you press play once the it's the Universal logo, but right under it it says www.universalstudios.com. Once that fades to black, then you press play, I say to focus on that because the universal logo for this doesn't fade away. It kind of transitions to a car engine. So if we go by that fading away, it's not gonna work up at all. So once you see that URL logo fade to black, then you press play on the track. But until then, press pause now.
I just remember this movie being really, really brown.
Are you brown?
Brown, yeah. It reminded me of a Gears of War game.
But in a worse way or a good way?
Well, however you feel about Gears of War.
How do you feel?
I'm indifferent to it. I remember that being really popular when I was in middle school.
Like the U.S. economy collapses.
And everyone hits the record. This feels like gamer.
Crime rates spiral out of control. The prison system reaches breaking point.
This came out in 2008, right?
Yes.
You know what's funny? The housing crisis happened in 2008.
Yeah. Was this before or after that?
I couldn't tell you. It's the same year, though.
So this is another movie that has the idea of getting entertainment from prisoners by prisoners killing themselves. Wait, do you think this is Christian? Which future do you think is more plausible? The gamer future, or this one?
I would say the gaming future.
That's more plausible?
I think so.
Also, is this one actually black and white?
It's not meant to be. It's not black and white. There's color.
No, I'm asking right now. Is it? Because remember,
there's color.
There's color. Okay.
See?
Yeah.
There's a black man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have the prisoners and then they have the female prisoners.
I told you.
I always thought that was weird. Like, why do they need one? Like,
they explain it. Whatever.
Like they said like they need the help. Most of the time they're just sort of there.
They just killed someone. So it is a hard R. I love the practical effects though. Look at this.
Yeah. I wish I could see them better, but.
Oh, I forgot. I think that guy.
That's the guy from Fast and Furious, isn't it?
Yeah, I forgot his name. I think his character. Is gay in this movie.
Did you ever see his audition for Django Unchained?
No, what? What did he do?
God, it's fucking hilarious. Like,
was it actually funny? Like intentionally funny, or
no? It was unintentionally funny.
Oh.
But, like, you know Django, right? He's supposed to be a slave and he escapes, right? So for his audition, and this is just him. Like he just auditioned himself. Like, oh, I want the role. So he recorded himself like outside, like almost the desert. He's shirtless and he's just fucking crying, just and, like for help and shit. It's the funniest fucking thing. It's really sad because he's really trying, and it's so unintentionally hilarious. I remember there was a comment that said he's crying because he has no lotion. It's like, oh god, what a guy.
It's kind of hard for me to. It's kind of hard for me to take the black actor seriously, only because he's always been the funny guy in the Fast and Furious franchise.
I believe his name is Freddy something.
I don't think it's Freddy. I know it's a simple name.
Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese, okay.
I don't know why I got Freddy.
Is she Mexican?
I couldn't tell you.
Cause she kind of sound. You have to drop back.
And the twist is that's supposed to be Jason Statham, right?
I don't know. I didn't say sayonara, you son of a bitch.
She can jump out?
No. Eject.
Oh, like they don't have a parachute, so it's like.
Yeah, they do.
Wouldn't that be funny though? Like if like in a spy movie when they eject.
A spy movie?
Yeah, or just any movie. Just when they eject, they forget to put in the parachute.
To me that sounds like a gag that would have been done in Austin Powers.
Did both of you see Godzilla?
Oh, and he ejects into the monster's
yeah.
mouth.
Oh yeah.
That shit was
God, I die.
And they were somehow alive after that.
Yeah.
When they up to like he clearly sees it.
Wait, in association with Roger Corman.
Oh, that's right.
Paul W. Wait, I recognize that name.
He does the Resident Evil movies.
No wonder this movie's bad.
He's married to Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, the star of the Resident Evil movies.
Have you guys seen those movies?
Nope.
The Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen
Which ones have you seen?
the last one, and I believe.
Also, I want to say this now. This looks so much better than any Resident Evil movie. This one actually looks like there's quality. Look at that. It actually looks kind of beautiful.
Oh my god.
There's hard rock music.
I've seen like
shade
all
in
the
this?
Resident Evil movies.
Really? Even the newest one?
Yeah.
That had that one horrible trailer. I think I told you, right? That one trailer that has that's all those fucking quick cuts. And I think I hurt my brain, actually.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yes, I saw that one.
We are gonna watch it. I am gonna watch them eventually for commentary tracks. So I'm gonna have to experience those. I'm dreading when I have to watch those. And that's Jason Clarke. That would have been funny. That's like. Ugh, never mind. I messed up what I was saying. I'm trying to make. It's like he blew that up. It's like he blew that thing up.
I was waiting for the punchline that never came.
Yeah. Oh, the joke being that it fell over. I mean, past them.
That's not even his baby. It came in the locker. He's like, oh, who the fuck put this here?
Oh yeah. I know you wanted this.
Yeah.
Do.
Okay,
Also, I don't remember this beginning because I whenever I remember, I just remember him being in jail already.
Do you guys watch movies with the subtitles?
No.
No, you don't. You?
I do.
I do.
Why? What is that?
Because where I live, the TV's right next to the door, and sometimes the people get crowded really loud.
Mm.
And even with the soundboard, sometimes the people are too loud, so I have to put subtitles, otherwise I wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can hear the music and like the Foley and all that,
Uh-huh.
but when it comes to the actual dialogue, sometimes they don't talk loud enough for me, so I have to put subtitles.
Yeah.
A reason for that.
Yeah. That, and sometimes, even if I could hear them clearly, sometimes they'll pronounce something weirdly. I'm like, what the fuck did he say?
Yeah.
And
And then I have to go back like 10 seconds.
Go back 10 seconds.
Like, what did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, wait, I just want to ask right now. What do you guys think of Jason Statham as like an actor or an action star? Like, has you always liked him? When was the first time you actually saw him?
First I saw him was the Transporter movies.
Yeah.
Which one? Do you remember?
The second one.
Okay.
I saw the second one first, and then I saw the first one second. Then I saw the third one third. I remember when he came out of this, I just thought he was very bland.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of felt like. It kind of felt like when The Rock first started getting into acting. Like, he was just sort of there because they needed
a star?
A star. Like, for The Rock, it was just a big muscly guy. And then for Jason Statham...
And he had some fandom behind him because of his wrestling.
And then for Jason Statham, it was more... I mean, I've seen his... Before he came to America, like, or his American movies, like his British movies, like, I've seen it now, like, no, he's actually a really good actor.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, with any American productions, I feel like they don't know how to use him well. Because
besides the action star?
Besides the action star. But if you go back to watch, like, Lock, Stock, and Two Shooting Barrels, I think he works better as a comedic actor. Because I think given the right director, he's pretty fucking funny.
He was really funny in the comedy bits in the Fast and Furious movies.
I don't remember that.
Like in the latest one, the newest one, when he had to join on the Fast and Furious crew, and he had to like work with The Rock. Like he was good in that comedic stuff.
Yeah, like that. Like I think he's good for not a comedy actor, but for.
So these credits are still going, and we're 8 minutes in.
Yeah, but if they give him some comedy bits, I think he can pull them off really well.
Okay, and so the overall consensus now, like do you like him? Do you like I like him in some parts or what? What's the deal?
It really depends on the movie.
It really depends on the movie.
Yeah, I don't. He's just sort of there. He's kind of like, I don't know.
He's not that bad.
He's not terrible, no, but
No, yeah.
he doesn't excite me if it's like if they advertise him. It's like, oh, okay.
Because I do remember
like The Rock.
cause by this time people know Jason Statham just like by his face, kind of like The Rock, and where like for many people they might only see a movie if they see Jason Statham is in it because they like him, and the reason I say is because in Fast 6. Because at Fast 6, when the movie was over and then showed that end credit scene of apparently he being the one that kills the Asian guy of the crew in Tokyo Drift, the second they show his face, I'm not kidding, because the theater was still almost full. Everybody cheered in excitement, so she showed up because they're like, oh, we're gonna see him in the next movie, and that only happens, and to me that only happens to some actors. Excuse me. To me, that only happens to some actors who have a good enough presence or they have a good enough popularity where people really like what they do. So that's why, to me, I think he actually has a screen presence now. Kind of like The Rock, but still not as high caliber as The Rock. But I think after Hobbs and Shaw, that one movie with The Rock, the Fast and Furious spinoff, if that goes very well, then that's gonna just like skyrocket his career even more.
Right.
Yeah. I think
is he more known for like the Transporter movies, or
that's how people recognize him.
I think he's the kind of Transporter's Crank.
Oh, and Crank.
Yeah. I think they see him as just like you give him an action role and like, he'll do it. But I do think he'd be very funny.
Mm-hmm. So, and then what's your consensus on Jason Statham? Do you like him? You're like, eh.
Yeah, it's like I said, I don't think he's that bad of an actor. I don't think he's terrible in action movies. It's just he is a little bland sometimes.
Yeah, he looks bland.
Yeah.
But you put him in the right movies like Crank, he's like, oh fuck yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's your overall consensus.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like the first, honey. It's like he was prepared to get him sprayed.
That was weird. Did he just give him a thumbs up?
No, gun trigger.
Oh.
Apparently, I gave 4 fingers when I did it. Okay. And I went like this. Of course, the audience can't hear. I mean, can't see.
Oh fuck.
So this is how he goes to jail. Yeah, because I really don't think
I don't remember this movie at all. Other than it being brown. And the women in the movie, just because I thought it was weird. I was like, why do they need assistance again?
Assistance. Why? Because they're women and they're in jail. That means they're assistants.
That's how the movie has them as.
What's the? Oh, is it sexist? Was that what I was trying to portray as you being?
Maybe.
6 months
later.
He looks in better shape.
Somehow.
What? What'd you say?
Somehow.
Oh, I like that camera thing. Like this camera. Also, is that CG? Or is there an actual bridge that's like that?
There might be.
You gotta put American flag in your movie, man. Especially if you're white. Wait, so Paul W.S. Anderson. Okay, right now, so audience can know, I'm the one watching the movie. Cristian was just on his phone, and Daniel's on his phone right now.
I'm watching it.
No, just so the audience can know. What are you doing on your phone?
I'm looking up Death Race.
What?
I'm looking up Death Race.
Death Race?
Death Race.
Oh, Death Race. No, he's the one that does that. Cristian's the one that does that.
Well, I do that too.
Fine. Trying to have an order here. What random tattoos?
Why the?
This feels very Zack Snyder-y.
Oh, the look, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, Jason Clarke or something. He's fucking he's John Connor in Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
I think he's also in The Americans.
Doesn't he come out in Supernatural too?
Search it up right now.
I don't.
Oh, so isn't Jason Clarke? Oh yeah, I forgot they said his name in the credits, and I kind of recognized it. He looked like a perverted fat guy. Like, oh
yeah, isn't he the? No, actually, I don't know. He looks like one of the archangels.
Imagine he says like, "Screw yourself, bitch." That's what you are. You're my bitch now. We had a small glitch again.
No.
I wonder what he threw him. I've never seen.
Wait, don't talk it.
I haven't seen soap like that. You were watching Unbreakable also?
No.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
He looks like the guy from Supernatural.
Which one?
The Archangel, I think that
There's
plays,
several Archangels.
The one that plays Gabriel.
Oh, that... What? Oh, I think you're seeing him because maybe the jawline a little bit.
Maybe.
But in Terminator Genesis, he looked like he was in like really good shape. When this one, he's got that chunky security guard type of a generic look. Oh yeah, for all we know, he might have been told, hey, gain some weight so he could look like a kind of a disheveled generic security officer in jail or in prison, whatever.
Maybe.
Is he supposed to squeal like a pig or something?
You know that's funny if that wasn't intentional. Like he just had a mini asthma attack.
Yeah.
Poor dude couldn't breathe. Breath.
I'm gonna go to Daredevil, season 2. Oh wait, you didn't see season 2.
I did see season 2.
Okay, remember
that's why I didn't like it.
The prison scene. Wait, did you like? What about that prison scene with Punisher and the guards?
I don't remember it.
The Kingpin tells the guards like why don't you open the gates and let the prisoners have some fun with Punisher?
Yeah.
Remember that whole scene? Punisher being brutal to killing them all.
Yeah.
What do you think about that scene though? Just specifically that scene.
It was fine.
It was fine. Okay. You've seen more brutal?
No, I just was indifferent to it.
Isn't she some big actress? Or she could, or to me she just looks like it.
And she could be. Yeah.
We're checking her out.
You're saying? With that ass. Wait, it's supposed to be Mexican? Because if they are, I was fully expecting a stereotypical, like, vámonos cabrón, esa, like something like that.
I'm just surprised this feels very Zack Snyderish. The lack of color feels weird.
But so far, is this better or worse?
No, I'm just surprised about.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't have an opinion.
You know, either way.
Yeah.
How says that guy?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we just see him in a movie?
Yeah, we saw him in Agent Cody Banks. Man, he really suffered after Deadwood got cancelled.
After what?
Deadwood.
Is that a big show or something?
Yeah.
And then what? After that, his career went shut down.
Yeah. Only until now is he getting better roles.
And was John Wick the movie that kind of saved his butt? Cause
he's had roles. It's not like he has.
No, yeah, but roles that are good.
Yeah.
Like has that been as of recently, or is he still going up? Or was it all thanks to John Wick and his role in that?
Yeah, I think John Wick helped him.
John Wick helped him. You?
What?
Do you have any thoughts on that actor?
No.
Okay. He's got scars on his cheek and his lips. Or lip. It is slow. Okay, we get it. Ambiance.
Wasn't it ambience?
Ambiance, whatever.
It really doesn't.
No, that's the joke. Because okay, that's the thing.
How do you jump from like wife killer to like pedophile?
No, that's them making it up. Okay, because do you know they actually have like rules about that in prison?
Yeah, I know. I've had a cousin who's been in jail.
I know. Oh, so tell the others who may not know then about, I guess, different prisoners in prison, like how not only the officers in prison differentiate between one another, but also how the prisoners themselves like separate themselves with others.
That was just general knowledge.
Some of you may not know.
Yeah.
You gotta tell them.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Why not? The point of these to talk.
I don't have to talk. I don't know to say everything.
Okay, then I'll say.
You guys just missed the awesome fighting scene.
That lasted what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, but it was pretty cool.
Wow. Thank you, Cristian, for that insight. Okay, I'll say that. I'll try to explain it then.
Go for it.
That in prison, if they're prisoners who were sent to prison by either okay, criminals. Thanks for helping me by making fun of me. Criminal.
No, I wasn't expecting you to say that. Just the way it came out, I was just like, wait, what?
Fine. Criminals who my ear. Criminals who kill
segregate themselves within the prison system because through that you know who you belong to, either through race, through ideology, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they separate themselves. From what I've learned is just that you never take a favor from another prisoner. So a lot of times they'll offer you something as simple as a candy bar, but the favor in return might not be equal to that. They may want you to do something much more drastic. Yeah. That's why they always tell you, like, don't ever take any favors from anybody, because what they want in return might not be the same thing. Mm. So that's why, for a while, it's just that if you're new, there's a lot of open hostility towards you because you can go to anybody. You can either be with that group or that one, or you can be the loner. Loner doesn't do well because they're obviously by themselves. Eventually, you just have to settle into. Eventually, someone kind of adopts you into their group.
You have to be.
Not always. A lot of times, they're just people. Well, depending on the prison. Certain prisons have better oversight, better facilities, and they have the more dangerous criminals somewhere else. From what I remember from my cousin, was that it was all right. It didn't look too bad. It was in the middle of the desert, and the facility was well maintained and all that. So nothing very drastic ever happened. I think the closest thing that happened was
someone got killed. That's it.
Actually, no. Surprisingly, no. Nothing bad ever happened. Just maybe a heated argument every once in a while. But that's about it. But yeah, from what he told me, is that you never take favors from anybody. You try to keep a low profile, and then I guess you would participate in the economy because they themselves have economy. Because sometimes relatives of the prisoners, they would bring them like candy and all that. They would keep them, or they would sell it among the other prisoners, either through cash or through other means.
Or cigarettes.
Yeah, because sometimes when you get you also, depending on the facility, I think for ours, you couldn't bring you can't have like a water or anything like at all. So in order to like bring in money, they would have this purse that was clear plastic. You could see everything through it. So that's how make sure no funny business is going on. And then when you would have visits, prisoners would get visits. They would have vending machines, and then they would have like a hard-boiled egg, a hamburger, shit that isn't very good, but it's better than
nothing.
It's different than the food they get in the prison. So they would do that. And also, if they made money from what they've sold, they could use it once they get visit to buy something from the vending machine. And all that. If I remember correctly, my cousin, what did he get? I think he would get candies, and he would sell them. So he would make his money. And then, he did well over there. I remember he got his associates in, I believe, history.
He what?
Associate's degree.
Oh, associate's degree.
Yeah.
Okay, they said history.
No, it's like in history.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Associate's degree in history. Yeah, he didn't tell me nothing bad or happened. I remember he did say they tried to make their own alcohol. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, it's not hard. It's just it's not hard to make it. It's just very hard to make it taste good.
As we learned from Futurama.
Yeah, and that he told me once actually one of the prisoners went temporarily blind because he drank it and they didn't do it well or something happened, but he temporarily lost his sight.
Damn.
What the? Yeah. Wow. Because it's like that kind of stereotype, like moonshine. If you don't do it well, like you go temporarily blind. Well, that happened to the guy.
We're trying to make like wine, beer, or
I can't remember. It was some type of alcohol. I don't think it was wine. You would work out. I remember he told me sometimes they would smuggle in like movies like through a USB drive, and then he said like, oh, sometimes you get like the newest show, all that, and he goes, but most of the time it's just like all porn. It's all porn. I was like, yeah, that makes sense, oh, dude. And he did say the only time you have to be like the most aware of the rules, very respectful, like was when you're watching TV.
Why?
Because there's one TV and everybody has to share it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So everyone's just like, hey, at this time we're watching this show. Once that's over, we're watching this show. Blah 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 blah. And if you
imagine there being a schedule for that.
So, my cousin told me he used to watch like. That's the fun. There's a lot of geeks in prison, which I didn't find out because he made a lot of friends who like Dragon Ball Z, who like comics.
That's pretty cool. Dragon Ball Z prisoners like, hey, let's talk about Dragon Ball Z.
Enjoy that. Like, I think you forget like, prisoners had a history before, but you never think of them as like it could be us. Like, someone that looks like us.
Well, especially people now, like in our time, who or like probably our age and are in prison. They probably grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for all we know. And if we see them in prison, like, hey, you watch Yu-Gi-Oh too? Yeah. So
there'd be a lot of that. So sometimes there was enough of those where like on certain days, like, hey, we'll watch, I don't know, some fucking show like on sci-fi, whatever.
Oh, sci-fi.
Something like that. Like a very nerdy.
They watch SmackDown.
Like that. They couldn't watch that. He did. They couldn't watch anything violent. So R-rated movies were out. I think PG-13 under supervision and PG was okay.
So like History Channel.
Like History Channel, but like they couldn't watch like say.
So you can't watch Dragon Ball.
They never got that from what I believe. It depends on that.
That's violent.
Because they have to inspect. It isn't just like
I can fly. I just want to get the idea of watching Dragon Ball.
They have to inspect it first and deem it whether it's appropriate for prisoners and all that. But yeah, he told me that's the only time that things get heated because sometimes someone wants to see something, something wants another, and all that. But he told me that's how he kept up with most of the MCU movies because sometimes they would bring in a DVD and they would watch it and everybody would watch it and that.
Prison people in prison watching Infinity War. Yeah, go kill Thanos.
Yeah.
And then everybody, go cut off his fucking head.
Because it's PG-13, it's not art.
No, I'm just saying, just seeing the idea of watching, of seeing a whole room of prisoners wanting the Avengers to kick Thanos' ass.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was funny.
But that's how it was. From what I remember, it wasn't too bad. The only thing is, I'd say you have no privacy. So anytime he had to go to the bathroom, two security guards had to go with him. He had no privacy.
Oh, how long was he in prison?
Quite a while. Put it this way, I was still in elementary, and he got out, I think a year ago or so.
Oh wow,
that was quite a long time. I won't say the crime. I'll tell you that right now. I won't say the crime, but he's been there for quite a while. Right now, he lives in a share house with other people.
A what?
With other people.
Oh,
because they can't have their own homes yet. They have to live in a share house with other past prisoners. Mm-hmm. They're out, but because they don't really have. They're still under supervision.
Right.
So
they have to get a job by a certain time. Yeah, they have to be there by a certain time.
Yeah. Oh, but it's not like parole or anything. He's out.
No, he's in parole for 1 year, and then after that, depending on how well he does, he can come out and
was it one movie I told you that really surprised me that I saw like in the theater, kind of far away, and it involved a guy who came out of prison.
Yeah. I don't know the name of the movie, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it has.
That's why I know about this. It's a really great movie. It's one of my favorites of the year it came out. It might have been last year.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Damn, I don't know.
Wait.
I know it's based off a theory or an idea. Blind Spot. Blind Spotting.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
It's great, isn't it?
It is great. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of that year.
Yeah.
Also, the other movie, Sorry to Bother You.
I still need to see that one.
Yeah. That one was good in the beginning, but I don't know, the weird. Yeah, then go.
It gets weird, but I understand how people might not like it. Yeah. But yeah, what did I say already?
Blind
Spotting. That's an awesome movie. But that's where I knew about the prisoner thing, the prisoner system, and all that thing.
Yeah, but once you're out, probation, you have to have 1 year, and then he shares, with like three other people.
Mm-hmm.
And from what he told me, he can have, he could have like a game system, but he can't connect online.
I'm fine with that. I hate playing with people online.
They can't connect online. I think they could.
Can they play violent games?
I think they can. I think that's because you're out of the facility. So
Okay.
so I think they
Yeah, go let him play Dragon Ball Fighters.
Or Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Z fan.
What else? He told me there it's kind of the same thing with prison, like you have your groups and all that.
Even there?
Even there, because he told me there's one guy. He told me sometimes that people like they would get mad at you if you don't.
Okay, so right now they're breaking down all the racers.
He says.
Oh my god, I forgot about the movie.
Hey, but it is a good conversation he's talking about. So continue, Christian.
But yeah, he says that everyone has to have a job at some point because if you don't pull your own weight, your roommates will get mad at you. So he told me that one guy learned how to needed to find work and he couldn't find any. So what he ended up doing was ended up baking. So he would get coupons from the mail, cut them out, and then send someone else to buy them. It's like, hey, if you do this, I'll bake you a cake for your mom or something like that. And he's
trading.
Trading. So he would do that, and then I think he like every day he just bakes from morning to night. Do that, cuts out coupons. Like say it's like $60 for all, so he gets it down to like 15 because of all the coupons he saves and all that. And then I know for one thing he said coffee is like a very big thing there because you don't get a small amount of coffee because for whatever reasons.
Maybe I was just saying like too much caffeine can maybe like.
Yeah, but he told me. But he just said like.
I'm just saying maybe I don't know.
But he also told me that you never want to give away anything, because then he told me it's like, there's one case where a guy would ask someone for a bit of coffee, just the grind, not the actual drink. There, and you go to somebody else and you get more, and then he would get enough for a whole month.
Oh.
Because he would ask everybody, say, hey, just because you think a bit of coffee is that, but you ask enough people and you get enough for a whole month. Yeah. So that's what you do. He says sometimes either you end up finding work or you end up making the work yourself, like the guy who does the baking. Because I know there's another guy who cooks. Usually he's always cooking. If they'll just do their own thing. They'll save up money and then they'll buy the supplies and all that, and then they'll help pay. I think they pay rent, I believe. So they do that.
And so have you met these other prisoners?
No, they don't live anywhere close to where I live. They live pretty far.
They live in California?
They do live in California, but like far.
Okay.
I don't know the exact details of where they live. He did tell me though that they're very clean. They always clean, because he did tell me that.
Okay.
When he first got to, I guess call it a share house, was that it was infected with roaches, and they would see during a roach infestation. So they have cockroaches crawling on them. So they're very strict about cleaning. So if somebody's trying to clean the bathroom, they get on the guy's ass because they're like, hey, we want it clean. All that, and then what else happened? He did tell me that it is hard because sometimes the people who live there were like former drug addicts, so they're still trying to, they're still experiencing withdrawal. Sometimes they just go ballistic, and they have to help the people calm down. But yeah, he seems to be doing all right.
Okay.
I for some reason I thought it was weird. I remember when I saw him, we went to go visit him. He told me to dress in all black, and then I was like, oh, then I guess make sure no funny business,
Death Race Stage 1. We're about to enter our first race.
But then when we got there, like everybody was just like casually, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why did I have to dress in all black, pants? And then these people, like, there was this lady, like,
wait, only you? Like,
oh no, me and the rest.
The family members.
My family members.
Okay.
They're like, hey, dress in black. Just bring your ID, just in all black, and that's it. And I'm just like, okay. Then I figured everybody else kind of like the same, like a big funeral. Yeah. But no, everyone just came like, there was this lady with a denim jacket and denim jeans and all that shit, like a purse and all that. Like, what the hell? I was like, I wonder. I mean, maybe they might have mistaken something, because I remember one time we went, and my cousin's husband didn't come in. He came in jeans, like he came in black shirt and black shoes and all that, but he came in jeans like, we can't let you in. So he went back to the truck and he wore his wife's black like gym pants. That's how he entered. Okay. I never understood the rules for how visitors are supposed to dress.
Why black though? Like,
I don't know. They just told me it's easier to get in that way. I was just, okay. He did tell me there was my cousin did tell me there was a fucked up story once that one of his buddies was coming out of jail, however many years, and his family coming to visit him. The thing is, though, the family didn't know, and the prisoners didn't tell them, but he can't have any woman near him.
Okay, why?
I don't know what his crime was. I don't know what it is, but they just, if someone were to pick him up, it had to be all dudes, no women.
Okay.
But the family didn't know that, and the staff didn't tell them. So when the family came and they saw, hey, there's women, they put him back
in jail.
In jail for like a week. They postponed his exit.
Wow.
Because for whatever his crime was, for whatever the reasoning, they're like, we didn't want women near him. And
speaking of women,
yeah,
where I get women right now on screen.
So when they came, and I think it was his mom and his sister or whatever, they're like, well, sorry, but we have to put him back. And he was back for like a week, and then
that's gotta really suck though.
Yeah. Then they had to do it again. So I was like, oh.
And I see how attractive these women are. Now this is me objectifying women.
That's when I found out too that depending on like where the faculty in the prison, like they could just be assholes, not tell you.
Those ones look like Rosario Dawson.
Isn't Rosario Dawson in this?
I don't think so.
Is it a shame?
Wow, she's pretty.
How do they know who to go to? Or they just...
No, because they've been already assigned to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, the death race has been going on. Get that butt shot. The guy just pushes him. You should push him down with his gun. Like, what's up, boss? Like, he tells her. Nice breasts. Good voice.
Cool.
Oh, so you guys, do you guys remember?
The only thing I remember right now is that a guy gets really happy and he grabs the girl's head and just shoves it down his crotch.
They remind me of that game with the two brothers and the shields and the mask.
Army of Two.
Army of Two.
There you go.
I think it was around the time this movie was coming out.
I played the shit out of the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Never got it.
Was fun.
Only played demos.
From what I remember, though, the second one and the game after that didn't do so well.
No.
But I used to play the shit out of the first one.
The first one was fun.
You're more handsome than him.
I
just called it!
It did get kind of annoying when, you had to push your partner up to a ledge. Once they got up, they got shot down. And you can't revive them, so you're just standing there waiting for him to die.
Yeah.
That's the only time you want your, because I played with my brother, you want your brother to die, like, fucking die, so we can restart.
Oh yeah, this announcer guy. Oh, the logos. The logo, I mean.
Alright, because this is like a show, right?
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
It's like person. This is like gamer. How it looks and the voiceover guy sounds like something that would be on a video game, like Death Race the game. Was it even a game?
Death Race?
Yeah, video game.
I think it was fuck. You remember when Xbox did the Summer of Arcade? Well, they would have indie games.
No.
That you downloaded. I think it was Death Race was one of them. Years later.
Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry.
Pachinko.
Whose career died thanks to Eminem.
Thanks to what?
Eminem.
Why? What happened? I don't know what happened.
You know that whole this.
I don't know.
No, he doesn't know. He's just completely oblivious to all of music.
Yeah, I wouldn't care about Eminem to me. I'm happy for him that he's ever been successful.
He's becoming an actor.
Wait, who?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that. He was an actor. He's
in the Netflix show.
In the Molly Crew movie, he's one of the band members.
But also
he was also in.
Wait, is this before
Bird Box?
Yeah, he's not bad actually.
I was forced to watch Bird Box.
He's not bad.
Pretty much it.
He's decent. You can convince him, but he's not bad.
What's the funny thing? When he showed up in Bird Box, because I had to watch Bird Box because pretty much did the commentary track on it. Mm-hmm. And when he showed up, one of the commentators said, "Is that Machine Gun Kelly?" And when he said that, I'm like, "Wait, who is that?" And then when he talked about it, I'm like, "Oh, he's the guy that got beat up by Kevin Owens because that actually happened."
I saw that.
Yeah, Kevin Owens, a wrestler, he got Machine Gun Kelly and threw him off a stage and he went through a table.
Oh wow!
I was saying, so when he was saying that's Machine Gun Kelly, I'm like, oh, it's that one musician. I don't care enough to know who he is. Like when he showed up, and I just thought, oh, he's just another thug that's living with him in this house. or whatever. Yeah, that. Also, do you guys remember the idea of Frankenstein in this movie, like the character? The idea being that Frankenstein, the character in Death Race, is a beloved character that many viewers who are watching this show really like. And so in the last race, Frankenstein actually died because of the black actor. But nobody else knows besides the supervisor of the prison, except her and some of the security guards. And so when Jason Statham arrived at the prison,
I thought that was Rock.
So when Jason Statham showed up at the prison, they learned that he used to be a race car driver, and so they told him that you're gonna be our new Frankenstein, because no one outside of this room knows that he's dead, and besides Frankenstein's crew, they know that he's dead. So that's the idea. She's trying to keep that legend alive of Frankenstein, like this unstoppable person.
It's a good thing at the end. I knew what you're talking about, because for a moment I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Like, it's like I was like, "What are you going on about Frankenstein?" No, at the end, it's like I was like, "Oh, okay, you were talking about the movie."
Yeah,
I was like,
that's the racer's name in this.
I thought the same thing. I was like, "Why are you talking about Frankenstein?"
It shows how much you guys pay attention.
And then I realized you were talking about the movie.
Yeah, at the end, it kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that's the idea. Also, I do like the idea that this movie, the concept is simple, and they're not trying to go crazy with it because it's a movie about cars racing, and for what it seems, the place where they shot looks small, and so because the area is small. And so because the area is small and they have to record like only, let's say, like eight or 9 cars, that makes it easier to film. And so because of that, they might be able to do more tricks with it. Like so far, this looks good. Like I don't see any issue with it. It looks plain.
I haven't seen any issues.
Like there's no problem. Like style wise, there's no style so far, right? It's just cars racing.
Well, I mean, besides
and the color is desaturated as hell.
Yeah, besides the color, yeah.
They did the Man of Steel treatment and where all the color desaturated.
Unsaturated, right? Or
unsaturated.
Yeah.
Saturated would be.
Sorry, unsaturated. Thank you for correcting me. Right, that's the idea. Also, I could have sworn that. Yeah. I could have sworn that guy... I think that guy is gay.
You're crying?
I'm sad. You're crying now, bitch. He's like, you're crying now, bitch. You're my bitch.
He just looks down. That's so good.
He didn't look down. He just looked at him like angry. Like, Also, what do you guys think of Jason Statham's partner? Cute, hot, nah, fine.
Was it the girl with the black?
That girl. Also,
the one that they got the butt shot with. Right?
Yeah,
she was cute.
Okay, because like I don't know if you guys are the same, but like for me, I learned that to me like the hair color of girls to me is also it's also like a depiction of like what's okay because you know how for some people that like they just look straight at the butt because like they're like a butt person or something or like or for some people they like to look, I don't know, like at someone's hands or something and say like, oh, like her hands are cute or something. Do you know what I'm talking about or no? Do you kind of get the idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know the exact words, but maybe you can help elaborate what I'm trying to say. Like, like one of the first things I noticed about a girl. Yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, I know it's weird, but it like for some people it's the butt. Others go like for others they look at someone a girl's breasts and they're instantly like depict how attractive they are by that. Like for me, it's hair. I don't know why. More particularly black hair, like solid dark color hair.
Just silence up. But no, I get it. Thing you find attractive in a girl's like.
Yeah, it's random. I don't even know why either. It's just one of those things.
Mm.
Boom, dead. How brutal is it gonna be?
Wait, so I'm a little lost. Do all prisoners go to the raids, or how did he end up?
Oh, only selected prisoners.
Oh, why did he get selected again?
Oh, because because he had a similar build as the old Frankenstein.
Oh, that's what you were talking about, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like maybe it wasn't until the end that it clicked.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I think that gang leader was the first one that was shown, and then he's the first one to die. I think. He says, "I could see that, idiot." Oh, I remember specifically that. That whenever that big truck fired his guns, that they really tried to emphasize just how strong, or just how powerful those guns are.
I could imagine someone, like when this movie was getting made, someone pitching it as like, okay, Mario Kart but live action with guns and more violent.
And with prisoners.
And prisoners.
AK-47s. I kind of like that. Like, to me, it makes sense in this world. That's horrifying. And that's very much a video game.
That's like the banana peel version of Mario Kart.
The what?
The banana peel.
Oh, banana peel. Spikes.
Okay.
What a name.
Okay.
No, that's not a name, that's a code. It's like a pin. Alright, check something out. I remember this scene the most out of the whole movie, I would say.
Does he die?
Yeah. You don't know right now. Okay, that was horrible. I like the scars that he had on him. Like those look like actual scars. That was good. Look at the replay. How did his head blew up? How did that happen?
Movies.
46 million viewers. That's impressive.
That's what they say, but I doubt it. It's like if I just say right now, like, oh yeah, we have 1 million views on the Doom commentary sample.
Man, they got the numbers to back it up.
I do too. I can make up a 1 million view stamp and put it on there. We're gonna see more of a butt shot. It's like I would say, like, cover me.
You know, every time
just next doors.
Every time I see cards like that, I'm like, I always wonder, like, how do they get inside?
I'm hitting that thing. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea. Like an actual turret.
Turret.
Yeah, turn. That's what I said. What? Daniel's looked at me with his. We just made eye contact and just smiled at me. What are you gonna say?
Nothing.
I thought that was the Asian guy. Thank you. Thank you for that.
All right, good.
I'm sure he heard you also.
He's back. What does there more to say?
So who is he firing at? Like, it's on, but what's he firing at?
I forget who's in front.
Is he the Asian? Yeah.
You're already bored.
I'm just young. Okay, there. That's the one shot I clearly remember. Because they do it so many times. It could be that the director of this really finds it fascinating. I mean, really likes that truck. Oh, he stutters like me, but I think he's worse at stuttering.
Well, you can't steal, right? It's like
Yeah, he just stole it.
No, but I know.
Oh, so what's his shield do? Oh. Oh yeah, Plus, what's a napalm again exactly? Like, is it a bomb or is it a fire bomb? Wait, you like Daniel? You like searching up stuff on your phone? Check that out.
Yeah, where's my phone? Oh, no, there it is.
And also like if literally your phone was in an arm distance away, you'll say, I don't want to get it.
Yeah, I don't want to get it.
Yes. Also, so everybody can know his phone is an arm distance away. Exactly what they just predicted.
Nepal is a country in South Asia.
Napalm weapon. Napalm is spelled Naplam. Also, it sounded like that looked like if CG cracks. You saw that, right? Okay.
What the?
I get the joke they're trying to go for, but it was not nonsensical, but it's just like awkward, like an awkward cutaway.
It's a flammable liquid used in warfare.
Like just flammable liquid.
Yeah.
I like the resourcefulness though.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. At least that's real fire.
Yeah.
Cause Christian knows, but you might not know. I have a real disdain for CG fire, cause that looks just horrendously awful.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if in real life when they're shooting this, she's just looking at a blue and green screen on those monitors, and the director just saying, "Okay, now nod and smile."
I think it is. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can't picture people actually creating those type of computer screens actually to be on screen, because that requires too much time and effort.
Right.
And this looks like a movie. This looks like a movie that was just randomly cheaply made as possible. Cheaply, but so far it's not fully terrible. Although we're just getting races overall. The story stuff, we got a little bit of story stuff.
We got a lot of story stuff because we ignored most of it.
Want me to tell you the story?
No, please don't.
Wait, the story of what?
This movie. Subscribe to Stage 2. You can subscribe to a pay-per-view thing? Is that a thing?
No.
Okay. I like how total it looks. Also, it didn't look that bad. And it crashed. Of course. What the?
What happened? She gets stabbed? What's going on? She got cut?
No, she was checking. She got hurt on her abs. So of course you have to the operator make sure that you saw it. When I say the operator, so naturally the director made sure to see it. Stop. Listen to me and my stick. Stop. I think Jason Statham fights someone here because you see those bars on the top of the ceiling. Yep. Those look like for a good way for him to fight. A good way for him to use to fight. Okay, so what do you think? What do you guys think so far? We got a little bit of story stuff that yes we talked over, and the race. An hour.
You just wanted to end
a bit, yeah.
Wait, okay. So give your thoughts. Okay.
No, we have an hour left, or we're an hour in.
Hour left.
How much time have we spent?
51 minutes.
Oh.
It went by.
It feels long though. Granted, you should have a story, but goddamn,
we have a story.
Yeah, but it's not good.
Danny, do you know the story so I can help you tell you? So I can help tell you?
The story is that his wife was killed and he got framed for something.
No, he got framed for that.
Yeah, he got framed for that, and he was sent to prison, and then he selected for racing, and that's all we have so far, right?
Oh, and he remembered but before the race, when he woke up, he had a dream of that event when his wife got killed, and then he saw that the sign that the killer gave was like a handgun like firing, and then when they were racing, he saw when he was racing, he saw that there was a guy. He saw there was a guy that who did the exact same pose and have movement to him. So right now, Jason Statham is thinking that that guy must be the killer who killed my wife. Oh, now we're going to his daughter or his child.
Do we find out what he
A
was?
double barrel old school shotgun. That kind of looks like the shotgun that looks like the Doom double barrel shotgun.
Isn't it called a sawed-off shotgun?
There you go. Wait. To me, I forget that's a sawed off. I just think like either the long version or the short version. It's just a double barrel shotgun. There you go. That's the word. That's the word I'm trying to look for.
Well, it's called both ways too, right?
No, I don't know my gun, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of double barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I just figured sawed-off, which is it's double barrel, but they cut the barrel.
yeah,
shorter.
some of them do get cut off. There are others that are just a double barrel shotgun. They're that short.
Yeah.
So that's why in my mind I was just that consensus.
I remember middle school when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, and
There's a lot of hype around that game.
And I remember around that time there was like a lot of military shooters, like current military shooters. I remember the guys that were really into those games really knew a lot about guns. Like like in middle school, like the guys in middle school.
Oh, the guys, your classmates.
Yeah, classmates.
Okay.
Like the ones that were really into those games, for some reason researched a lot about guns, and they try to show off their gun knowledge. Like I remember we were just hanging out, and then my friend goes, "See that security guard?" I'm like, "Yeah." "See his gun?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I know what kind of gun it is." I'm like, "Okay." "Do you know how I know?" It's like, I don't care. Cause
I did the research.
Because in Mag, I think that's the name of the game. Because in Mag, they have the same type of gun. I'm like, okay. And he kept telling me, it's like, what are you trying to gain from this? Like, you want me to say cool? It's like, what's the whole point?
Yeah, keep going.
How was that? I just remember at that time, just almost every guy talked about, like, they were just really into guns. I'm like, fucking, what was the whole point of it? They didn't do anything with that information.
I think they either wanted to show off. It sounds to me like they wanted to show off, or they just wanted to show off or they just wanted to hey, you want to know about this? Like they were like excited or just wanted like, hey, I want to tell you about this thing.
Yeah.
Did anybody really care?
No. Well, you know what? Maybe
besides the other kids that were interested in those things.
Maybe the counselors.
That was a nice rebuttal.
Maybe the counselors.
A nice response.
Yeah, that is a kind of frightening thought, though. That I remember back in middle school and high school, the thought of a school shooter never crossed my mind. Now, it's fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember, back when I was in middle school, like the school shootings happened rare. I think the biggest one was the Sandy Hook one, where the guy killed all those children.
Uh-huh.
But that was the big one.
Yeah.
That was the big one at the moment. Like, but they weren't as commonplace as they are now.
They weren't as frequent.
Yeah.
No, because I think before that there was, I guess, a not a big, but there was like an incident, and it was not my high school, but it's because we all have a friend in common who's right now still studying to be what is she trying to study?
Forensic scientist.
Remember that she mentioned that she used to live in the city where I currently live because her dad was an officer.
Yeah.
Right here. And so her dad was one of the officers, and like the school, I think they said like there was a school shooting, and the school that's like really close to my house. Remember I mentioned that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like when that happened, in that high school was like probably a year or two, old. Like it just started, and then like ever since then, that high school has just gotten like a bad reputation because of it. And then after that, there was another incident, and then there was like another incident involving that's a little cut, then there was another incident involving like a boyfriend pulling out a knife in front of his ex-girlfriend who was talking with some other guy, and that happened when I was in PE class. Do you know about this? Did I tell you about this, Daniel?
I think so.
I told you about this, right, Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that that actually happened. I was in PE, like in the little weight room that we had. In the little weight room that we had, and so when that happened, where we didn't know what was happening until like a while in, and then they just told us to stay in there, and so we just had to stay there until that whole situation was over or dealt with, quote unquote dealt with. Mm-hmm. And we were there for maybe close to 2 hours, and probably like out of the whole class, three or four people had phones, so they were able to entertain themselves, and one of them was a friend of mine in that PE class, but he didn't have that much charge on his phone, and he had the iPod Touch, probably like a year or so after it came out. So then when he got that out, I said, "Wait, what is that?" 'Cause I didn't know what that was. And then he was explaining to me what an iPod Touch was, and it just blew my mind. And I think I played like an army game or something, which was fun. But then after it died, we were all incredibly bored the entire time. We had nothing to do, literally. And the only one that knew more information about what was going on outside was our coach. But then our coach just knew the basics of everything he just told us. Mm. And that his main objective that he was told was stay in here, lock the door, and don't open it until an officer comes. So we just stay there. Man, what's worse, none of us could really lift weights or anything or actually work out, just because they took out everything there, so we couldn't do anything. What just happened? Oh, I just hit him or stabbed him with something. Meanwhile, they're fighting. Sorry. Also, what did he hit him with? I mean, what did he stab
him with? I think like a rod.
Okay, that was a pen for a second. Oh, these punches are... I mean, those weapon hits are lazy. Okay, that was pretty... Like, ugh. And that wasn't... that wasn't for the faint of heart, I would say.
I'm not a big fan of the editing, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. So I guess if you had to choose, I thought that was like a kitchen spoon or something, and so I just thought back up to Batman vs Superman, and we're literally Batman swings Superman around, and then he gets a kitchen sink and hits it over Superman's head. Remember that actually happened in that movie?
Yeah.
I can't believe that actually happened. I thought you said Hershey made me do it. He said the chocolate company. Do you know how powerful they are? They own the world.
They own the town.
Hershey actually owns the town?
Yeah, back on the first early 1900s.
Huh.
I don't think it was called Hershey Town, but they did
Hershey Town.
But essentially, the factory was right there in the whole town. All of them were employees, and that Hershey kind of was like, hey, if you work for a factory, you gotta have a place here to live, but you have to work for me. I don't know if it still exists or not. Oh wait, so back then the idea was if you want to live in a Hershey, you have to work for the Hershey company.
Yep.
So does that mean that every person in that city works at that time worked for Hershey? Like no one can even work at like a regular store or what? I think they had like markets. Oh, stage two. That necessary for a town, like markets and all that. But the main employer was Hershey. Okay, the main employer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not. It's not the females. He fixed it. I forgot they built something huge for the race. I think it's for stage 2 or stage 3. Also, he's in incredible shape in every movie he's in. Like, I congratulate him for still being in so much shape for so many years. I could only stay in like good shape and not be fat when I was in 8th grade until high school finished. Then right after that, when I didn't have any more gym class, my body just let go.
You used to be in shape.
Wow, thanks, Daniel. Yes, I used to be in shape. Like, in all seriousness, wait, did I tell you how I lost weight initially? I know I told him.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Do you remember what actually inspired me to lose weight?
What?
Okay, this is a fun story then. It sucks that it has to be said during Death Race.
Yeah, but it's Death Race.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Exactly watching Casablanca here.
Next thing you know, we watch it, I get bored. Do you think I could get bored in Casablanca?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, never seen it, so.
Never finished it.
There you go. Oh, it's sponsored by Mustang.
I would definitely get bored of it because when I worked in the office up the hill, that movie would loop
Up the hill from our college.
Time.
Where they used to show
on
TV, where they show 12 Angry Men, right?
Yeah, 12 Angry Men, Casablanca, other black and white films.
Other black and white film.
Why? Yeah, you know why do they play movies?
Just cause.
Because every time I saw like there were, besides the workers and like a few students, like it never seemed completely full enough to like show a movie. You get me?
Well, they just played it just to play it. Because
Like
before the area was meant for students, like students go in there and like sit, and there would be a movie playing. But then
it became an office.
and they took the screens off.
Other than that one.
No, they took both of them.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're not there anymore.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know the students could go in there because it was an office, and I figured, oh, that's like.
But before they turned it into more offices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then they turned it into more offices, and yeah, they didn't allow students anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know I would get bored of it because of that. Cause I seen it loop all the time in there. Surprisingly, 12 Angry Men always got my attention. I could watch that movie so many times. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
What movie?
12 Angry Men.
Never saw it.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's great. Every time I would always like, oh shit, this movie's getting good.
It's the acting and the dialogue in that movie that fucking makes it great.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to watch it.
We're gonna commentate over it.
It'd be a weird movie to commentate over just because it'd be a weird movie to commentate over because it's a really good movie. You want to pay attention.
Yeah, they'd just be watching the movie.
Just commentary would just be noise and the occasional quip and that's it.
Also, so you guys can know what's happening.
They know what's happening. They're watching along.
Okay, I know you guys really care, so I'll say, Jason Statham, he learned from just previous events that the reason a lot of his stuff in his car was like jammed and everything was because of
sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage because of a woman.
Why'd she say it like that?
Sabotage. Because the woman and so he wanted to hear the woman say it that she was the one that actually did it. And so to have her say it, which was a good idea, he went inside like that warehouse where we just saw, and he put his hand on the lever of the ejection seat where she was, and so if she wasn't being truthful, just press that, and then her body just hits the roof and she dies. Mm-hmm. Well, that was like a neat trick. And then that whole thing. So that's where we are now. And so right now, Jason Statham is planning on killing the guy who killed his wife.
Nice.
Who revealed that he actually did kill his wife, and he's saying that it was the head woman of the prison.
Oh, so he already knows that much?
Yeah, he knows that much.
Oh wow. That's
also,
quite a bit.
No, but also he knows because remember the fight that that Jason Statham was having with the guy.
Yeah.
That when Jason Statham said, "I'm gonna kill you right now," but then the guy told him the exposition, Like, oh no, it wasn't fully me. It was our boss. She said she told me to do it so I get like an early release or something. So that's the reason.
The head Sancho.
Oh, I remember when he did this trick that I always liked. I always liked that idea of driving backwards and shooting the people that are behind you. I always liked that idea in which I saw this, which is where I got that idea from in this movie.
Have you ever seen a spaceship do that?
I don't think so. 'Cause remember when I was a kid, I wasn't really exposed to like space shows. I wasn't really exposed to that. Like the closest to it was Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3. I didn't know about Star Trek at that time because there wasn't any way for me to watch Star Trek. And when I was growing up, I didn't have the internet, so I didn't know about it at all. I knew about Stargate, that one show, but it was from like I knew there was a cartoon, and I think wasn't it also live action.
Yeah, it's a movie, a TV show, and then finally a cartoon.
Okay, so I saw apparently the final interpretation of it in the cartoon, but I saw like 1 or 2 episodes.
That was a boring ass show.
I don't know, but I liked what I saw just because it was something different. Cause I didn't know about space, and then I was actually thinking about this maybe not that long ago, but a few days ago, that my only exposure to like space stuff, was probably Power Rangers, because for every new season of Power Rangers, there was one where they were traveling in space. There was another season in where the Power Rangers protected a dome city that was flying through a spaceship because the Earth became uninhabitable. Another one when they traveled through time. Got all these different concepts. That's how I learned about my basic introduction to time travel and space and all that stuff. So then when those Power Rangers seasons focus on that, at that time those were my favorites just because they were so different and I didn't know what they were talking about. What? This guy's acting.
Oh, that was sad, man.
Oh, that was also weird. That whole interaction and I guess his end. That was not even awkward, right? It's just like weird. Oh, he doesn't want to go in. Okay, so he's known for killing his partners. Okay, razors. I wonder how this movie was able to get these actors. Like they might not be high caliber actors, but I got like some decent actors for this. The one being Jason Statham. But around this time, I don't think okay, that's what they were building. I forget how they beat that thing. But this is a boss fight right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss fight level 2.
Feels very Twisted Metal.
Wait, doesn't this vehicle... Wait, doesn't the... Nothing like... Mad Max Fury Road, that big truck rig that they had, It looks similar to this thing, no?
I think it was inspired.
Yeah, it might have been inspired. It's like, hey, if that giant rig that I love from Fury Road was inspired by this, then I'm glad this movie existed. It gave me that beautiful truck. I love that truck's design. Also because we spent the entire movie with it.
I want to watch Mad Max.
Wait, you don't watch Fury Road?
No, I want to watch it again.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah. Oh, you want to watch it
again?
I've seen it too many. Oh, I told Cristian is that I've seen that movie so many times, and that I remember it. I remember so much about it that if I watch it again, I can't really enjoy it just because I know literally exactly what's gonna happen. Like, Cristian, has it happened to you for some movies? And like you've seen so many times that you're like, I can't really watch it again just because I know everything and I know how I'm gonna feel afterwards.
Finding Nemo. Star Wars.
Wait, Dan, we'll get to you. I like your answer, but what?
Finding Nemo.
And you like it, or?
I liked it when it first came out, and then when I got it in DVD. But they played it so many times in waiting rooms.
I go overexposed. There you go. I have overexposed Mad Max Fury Road to me.
They played it a lot in waiting rooms, and for some reason that's cool.
Okay, also, I think the truck is gone. It just left.
Yeah, it did.
It just killed 2 people.
I know, it's like that again.
Oh, never mind, it's back.
That, and I really got annoyed at the whole just keep swimming thing, and then because there was a girl in my high school who would just keep swimming.
Oh, okay. I can see that being annoying.
That fucking mantra was because there was this girl in my high school freshman year who absolutely adored that movie, and she could quote it like that, and it annoyed the shit out of me when they would show the movie, and she would just speak alongside it, and got it.
Wait, why wouldn't the movie show the woman being like disfigured by the spike? Like, this movie is that already has a hard R rating, so why not show it? Right?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, they already have a tank in the back. Okay. So that's the thing for me, that I was too overexposed to Mad Max Fury Road. Like I can still enjoy it, but like
I can't enjoy Finding Nemo anymore.
No,
I can't. I'm just sick of it.
Okay. Again, Daniel, you said Star Wars. Can you elaborate on that?
It's just because I've marathoned it so many times.
All of them, or which ones?
All of them.
All 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You
The
can watch You can watch episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I like episode 1 and 2.
Oh damn.
I like Star Wars.
No, that doesn't mean you just like Star Wars. Say your true feelings.
I like Star Wars.
You don't even love it? You just like it? Wait,
I
what?
love-
That guy's still alive?
I love Star Wars.
Wait, how's that? That truck got a full-on rocket, like a rocket launcher. We saw the rocket hit the truck, and the truck overall is fine. It's gotta be some powerful truck or like a weak-ass rocket. So you just like it? You don't love it?
I love Star Wars.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get out of you.
Uh-huh.
Double? Can they do that? Oh, okay. That's funny.
That's how they bring it down?
Yeah, that's simple.
That was kind of lame.
And I'm glad to see that the whole thing wasn't CG though.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing and that explosion that's real. It is nice. It is really nice to see though, practical stuff happening on screen.
Right.
That stuff always makes me happy. Even if it's in a terrible movie, as long as those practical effects or stunts are really well done. No, that's entertainment. What a one-liner. Did you say cut off the feet or something?
No.
Alright. What'd you say?
Damn it.
Okay. And like, hey, what about me?
Frankenstein.
Wait, how are they lighting that on fire? They all got matches in there? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, my man, let's talk.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
What's the story I wanted to tell Daniel that I told you about?
Reason you got fit in middle school.
Oh, thank you. I'm surprised you remember. Like, thank you. I have you as my memory.
Look at that.
No, because Daniel gave Cristian a look, and I don't know what that was. That in eighth, starting from 3rd grade until 7th grade, I was fat because I went to Catholic school, and that was a time in where McDonald's had the $1 meal for every week, and we're like for Monday you get 2 cheeseburgers for $1, and Tuesdays you could get 20 chicken nuggets. I think 20 or 10-piece chicken nuggets for $1. And Wednesday, like a double cheeseburger for $1. You remember that menu?
Mm-hmm.
Christian, do you?
No.
Okay, well, because I love chicken nuggets when I was a kid, I ate those just constantly. My parents literally every week would get it for me for Catholic school for lunch, and so throughout that time I got really fat, probably like 220 pounds. Okay, and then once I got out of Catholic school, once I got out of Catholic school, I got out of Catholic school because my parents couldn't keep paying for the tuition there, because I know that apparently you have to pay to go to Catholic school, and that was so much money wasted. Especially because now I don't even believe in like Catholic. I'm not really Catholic. So I think they're planning a bomb somewhere. And then I got transferred to public school, and so that summer before I went back to public school, because I figured like I'll get in shape. I did some bike riding, but overall it didn't really help me at all. Nothing. It just made me get some adrenaline for the first time in years. And then eighth grade happened in public school, and then for the first time, actually my first time ever, I had a crush on a girl. The unfortunate thing was it was a crush on the most attractive girl in 8th grade in our overall classroom. Like for the overall class for like the 8th grade, all those people, are they still classmates or like classroom, or what's the correct word?
Just the other students.
Okay, from the entire 8th grade students, of course I had a crush on the hottest girl in 8th grade, that who's also like prototypically the hot girl, and I think you know who I mean, right? Mm-hmm. So like, okay, that person. So because of that, I actually decided, you know what, I'm gonna lose weight. Because in my mind, I was thinking that like, oh, if I lose weight, the idea like that'd be a good first step. Mm-hmm. So then I actually like fully dedicated myself, and because it was only 8th grade, and very easy homework to do, I was able to do most of my homework like in an hour, all of it. And so for the remainder of the day, I literally would get stuff in my garage or the back and use it as weights. Mm-hmm. And just run and do push-ups. And so from that, 2 months in of working out, from 220 pounds, I went down to 150. And apparently I didn't know at the time that's a lot of weight to lose in a short amount of time, but that's how it actually happened. Mm-hmm. And then from that, my body, like, whenever I ate like junk food, like a lot of junk food, my body never changed. I stayed literally on 150. And I stayed from 8th grade to the end of high school. Mm-hmm. And then after that, when I realized when I learned that I didn't have to run or do anything, that's when I just mostly just sat down, didn't run or do anything. And from that's how I gained my weight to how I am today. So the audience can know I'm not like huge fat, like a monster fat. I'm just fat. That just definition. Like, okay, he's a fat person. I think I'm like 209 right now.
219?
Yeah, 209. Like how fat would you say that is?
Fat.
Just fat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You, Christian?
Yeah, I guess. Just
what are you looking for? What are you looking at?
We're just looking at the trivia.
Oh, I forgot the trivia. Nothing interesting?
The film was shot in 50 days. That's surprising.
50 days?
Yeah, right. It's like...
To be fair...
like
2 months.
2 months. Ah.
Yeah.
I could easily see it being shot in 2 months.
I'm just surprised that it was.
But I'm just saying, yeah. Is that the only fun fact you could think of? You can find, I mean?
That's worth telling, yeah.
Anything else not interesting? And so and literally, and that. So my only inspiration I had for losing weight when I gained a lot of weight was me having a crush on a girl. And then not that long ago, when we were in college, I learned that apparently that's the only reason I can lose. That's my only inspiration for me to lose weight. Do you know about this part?
What?
No, about me losing weight again.
No.
He knows. He very much knows. And we're in college. I'll tell you when the track is over, if you're interested of who it was. But same thing. Like I had a crush on a girl in college, and so from that, once I realized that, in my mind, I immediately thought that when that happened, I'm like, ooh, I can finally have this inspiration to lose weight because I also wanted to lose weight. And so, and so.
Don't say the name.
I'm not gonna say it.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not her. It wasn't her.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh.
Who?
I thought you would think that, but no.
Wait, was it the one before her?
Which one? The one before her?
When we had a class together.
I never told her.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Without giving it away, what's a good way without? Oh yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes,
No one knows who we are.
No, but our friends who listen to the her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I meant about who it is. I was like, oh, then.
Yeah. I would say because like and that time when we were in the class.
But essentially, yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought it was the one I showed you.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
would think, right?
Oh no! I mean, I thought it wasn't a big deal because, I thought it was a big deal because you were trying to lose weight.
All right, no, that's what. Okay, so going back to that story of like, because of that, like because in my mind I was thinking like it would help to lose weight, not only like maybe to have a chance, but also like I really wanted just to lose weight overall, just because at that point I'm just like I want to lose weight because I don't like. Cause I told Cristian this also that. Like whenever there's a mirror or something, like I have to take off my clothes, take a shower or something, I can't look myself in the mirror, cause like I am actually disgusted by my body. So like, because that's how I thought. I'm like yes, I could also use this for myself, to inspiration of like, me of just losing weight overall, just so I could feel better by confidence wise, and then just having my body just like presentable in any degree. So because of that I got inspiration, and then. I actually lost a good amount of weight. Like before I started working out, and that time in college, I was I was like 220. Mm-hmm. I was really fat.
Wait, this was during
college.
Well, yeah, but like.
Our last time in college.
Oh. Because I remember
I was
when you
220.
started running.
Yeah, because I was 220, and then once I started working out and everything, I was like in a roll. Like I knew this was my schedule. This is when I was gonna run. This is when I was gonna stop gonna run.
I remember.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like I was actually dedicated. 220, and then I went down to 199.
Oh, nice.
But then
you stopped, right?
Yes, I forgot exactly why I stopped. I think it was just my laziness. I think I actually just stopped. I just stopped because of being lazy. And then from that, I just stopped running, and then I just stayed. I got that weight back, and now I'm in limbo of 205 or 209. I always like my body fluctuates between those weights. So that's where I am now. That's my weight story.
Cool.
So apparently the only time I can actually lose weight is when I want to impress a girl, or if I just want to ask out a girl. Cristian's just laughing or giggling. What are we doing?
But you didn't feel the same way for after.
You just say the girl.
The girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because then you don't know what girl I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about exactly. He was the one that was confused.
Oh.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, you didn't feel that way
for
the girl after that girl.
And yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know, for that one, I just had fun talking. I just had fun talking. Yeah, like it was weird. Also, like because like, at that time I was also thinking like who. I was just figuring like who it was. No, I was just thinking why exactly am I inspired now after so many years of not caring about my weight. Because at that point. Because at that point, I didn't realize that was my inspiration for actually working out when I was younger. You get it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. That's when I also realized, like, oh, okay, there you go. He is very much a playboy. He's a good-looking man. Cristian, is Jason Statham an attractive man in your eyes or no?
Sure.
In the Michael Fassbender scale, to that scale, because Cristian finds Michael Fassbender very, very attractive, and I frankly don't blame you. To me, it's Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, Jake Gyllenhaal. Those guys to me are like very attractive men. And so in the 0 to Michael Fassbender scale, where does Jason Statham rank?
In the middle, I would say.
In the middle. Okay. You Daniel, like who? When you think of like an attractive male. Who do you think of? I actually like that idea. Firing a weapon to have you get the power up, I guess. Daniel's thinking.
Dean Winchester.
Jensen Ackles?
Yeah.
Oh, to you he's like very attractive?
He's attractive.
But to you like he's like a very attractive man.
He is.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Oh, sorry. Oh, so right now they're about to escape. Huh? The next thing she can tell the director. Director, what actually happened, I can't tell. Like, what am I supposed to envision is on the screen, right? I fully believe that she's looking at a green screen or a blue screen. Oh, Cristian, did you know they're escaping?
No.
Yeah, right. You you couldn't tell by them like by you seeing them get out of the racetrack, right? You needed the movie to tell you the exposition.
I thought they were still racing.
Did you honestly think that, Daniel?
No.
Okay. Oh, when they said get out, when Jason Clarke said get out, I got reminded of Jobs with Ashton Kutcher, or whatever, however you say his last name, and I remember the trailer. He said like there was a guy that tells him that he tells him that what does it matter if it has no color, and he just tells the guy get out. You know? Yeah, that's. She's not good at that. As soon as she started cursing, the quote unquote like mystique of her of like being of a very high powerful businesswoman who keeps calm. As soon as she started cursing, that just drifted away. Even though for me, I couldn't even see like a very powerful woman. Mm-hmm. I couldn't really that wasn't the director didn't do a good enough job of depicting her as a strong woman, a strong female like evil person, and I'm which is surprising to me considering that he's a director for the Resident Evil movies, in where the main protagonist is a strong quote unquote strong female character. But then again, he's not good at depicting that either in the Resident Evil movies, right?
Yeah, I've only seen 2, and I don't take him seriously. So,
oh shit! Forgot. No, I actually seen one Resident Evil movie, and it's the one where Wesker shows up.
That doesn't. I don't know.
The one where they're fighting on a boat, and the guy from Prison Break is in it, and he plays Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
I forgot, but I remember.
Yeah. But but it's that one. I forgot I actually saw that one. When I saw it, I loved it. But that was when I was still a stupid kid. Want to help you escape while we are still stuck here. Should have been firing already. That's a big machine gun, and those got a good distance. I mean, a firing range. Is that what it's called? Yeah. such a flimsy death.
You must have the hell yeah! I gotta escape with them.
Yeah.
You're just sitting calmly like fuck yeah! I'm gonna go see my wife, my kids. My family. Dead.
Also, like the bullets, like he didn't react at all, right? Like the guy being shot, it was just like his body was pew 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 pew. Oh, to you, Christian, has this movie gotten by faster in your eyes? Well, it's still slow.
It's slow.
Well, to me, it's just going by.
It is dragging.
Really, I guess when I was younger, I watched this movie so many times, either like actually watching it or it was just playing in the background. But to me, that this is all happening like I remember it. And he says, "All right, I got a new woman with me." Wait, who was on there? Wasn't there just a guy in the car? Must have been saying things. Oh no, yeah, Frank, he got out. So there was someone that got out of the car. You said there wasn't nobody.
I thought it was a lady who jumped out.
No. Also, Gamer did a better job of depicting of quote unquote depicting how popular this show is. Because remember in Gamer, it showed like Los Angeles, and then New York City, and then we went to Hong Kong, and they used fucking stock footage. How horrible that stock footage was.
I did.
Yeah, and for this one, it just said, yeah, they was just a line that said, "Hey, we got 46 million views." Good for telling us. Mm-hmm. But we don't believe you for shit. Oh, Jason Clarke, like, do you guys know much about that actor? Like, do you know if he's been in a lot of movies? Is he a good actor or what?
I know he's in The Americans, I believe.
Oh, but you think that. But you're not 100% sure. And Daniel's gonna look it up. And right now we're silent. We're silent when nothing is happening on screen. Literally, and all we hear is helicopter blades.
That's a girl, right?
Yeah. Wait, how did he get away? Oh, also, this is around Christmas time. I was saying, okay, yeah, that to you a very attractive male is Jensen Ackles, aka Dean from Supernatural, and so where in your eyes just does Jason Statham rank and when compared to Jensen Ackles, from 0 to Jensen Ackles? I think I said his name like 3 times in one sentence.
Like 3.
Oh, okay, that's low. What kind of?
Oh, he came out in Terminator.
I just told you Terminator Genesis. Were you not paying attention when I said it like 4 times?
Oh, he came out in Serenity.
Wait, wasn't that one like scandal movie with Matthew McConaughey?
No, isn't Serenity?
No, I thought it was that one, but it's a 2019 Serenity.
Okay. Then yeah, so that's the Anne Hathaway.
Came out in First Man.
First Man. Wait, wasn't that a good movie?
But I mean, yeah, there's good things about it.
Wasn't it by the guy who made Whiplash?
Yeah.
Yes.
And La La Land.
And La La Land.
Oh, so Whiplash.
Yeah.
Okay.
0 Dark 30.
Oh, so this is gonna happen. Hey, Daniel, look. That is all. Oh, here, look. There you go. Oh, also, so... Okay, that's bad. He just looked at the camera. And he broke the fourth wall. Also, what game?
Death Race, the game.
Oh, 6 months later. And 2,000 miles later. Oh, they did say later. It's a postcard.
Why 2000?
Look, that's part of the joke. That Jason Statham and the other guy, like, they drove off together into the sunset. Next, you know, this is a prequel to Fast and Furious. Like the next, you know, when this ends, when this ends. Oh, and they're both of them are in the Fast and Furious movies. I forgot.
Yeah.
No, it could be that long ago they used to be friends in prison. Man, look at all those tattoos. Okay, why do you call him Igor? Was that ever said? Okay. That was an odd thing right there. The shot would have been the car just driving forward, looking like a badass, but then I don't know where a construction vehicle shows up, and so the car has to go around it. That was odd. The same song again. Oh wow, I find her less attractive with that attire on. What do you think, Daniel? Because you also find her attractive. Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Do you find her more attractive like that, or more attractive with what she was wearing last time?
She looks the same.
What does it say? Well, to me, nah. To me, no. What do you light up? Was it a cigarette?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the what's the correct word for like a cigar? Like are the cigars the one that are like really big?
Yeah,
usually rich people.
The brown ones, yeah.
Okay, cigar. Cigars are the cheap, expensive,
the
inexpensive.
square
Yeah, okay. Well, isn't there like another version of a cigar or cigarette?
It's a cigarillo, I believe. It's like a cigarette, but they're longer and they're brown.
Okay. I thought he was talking right now, where he's just a voiceover.
Our friend wanted to give me a cigar. I kind of wanted to try it. Because he had the thing to cut the tip, and then he had a really cool lighter.
A smoke? Oh, wait, hey. First he got drunk by alcohol, now he gets drunk by that cigarette.
You can't get drunk
Or
by a
cigar.
cigarette.
I know, it's a joke.
Well, it's just weird.
Yes.
Daniel says yes because the movie's finally over. Hey, at least we had fun. We were able to talk over it with just stories. And I have a lot of editing to do for this.
Oh yeah, it was fucking Mary. What's her name?
I edited that part again. Why do you keep saying that?
I should want to do the fuck with you.
I know you would. I know you wanted.
Mary Kay.
There you go. I have to edit again. Oh, the character that Jason Statham plays is called Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
So similar to Jensen Ackles, kind of.
Almost, but not there.
Wow, 4:58. I think we spent it before the movie started. We were just talking to each other about just random stuff.
Yeah.
I think we literally spent an hour talking to each other about whatever.
We're talking about Pokemon.
Like we were talking about how how Detective Pikachu. I thought it was whatever. Like it was. Wait, but did I even think it was fine?
No.
What was my general consensus then? What was it? Literally just whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Daniel, you can tell the audience because they don't know your thought on Detective Pikachu.
It sucked.
The movie also.
Yeah.
And Cristian, what are your thoughts?
On which?
Detective Pikachu.
No, it's a dumb movie. It's not very good. The story's terrible. Characters aren't great.
Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They aren't.
The plot's really nonsensical. It doesn't add up. The cold detective noir angle doesn't really pay off.
Oh yeah, no. I was hoping to see more of that.
The lighting is kind of weird sometimes. Like the way certain scenes look. Like when it's trying to be like kind of like that Tokyo with the neon lights. Like it actually looks pretty good. But anywhere else, it there's an odd look to it. But for whatever reason, I enjoyed it. If only because it's really funny to see Pikachu get hit with the pebble. And
that one scene, that whole movie is laughs in Christian's eyes just because Pikachu gets almost killed by a rock.
Like the Kennedy assassination, but it was just unbelievably funny. He was wet. He had wet fur. His mouth was hanging open. It looked. That alone's worth it because Ryan Reynolds can be annoying as Pikachu, or in general. So to see him get hurt like that brings satisfaction to me.
The only reason I was able to watch it fully was...
did you go by yourself or with people?
I went with people.
Okay.
That was boring.
And they made it like if they weren't there, would you have walked out? Oh, that's gotta be a hard decision because you're really like puzzled. You're thinking right now, man, would I?
I was falling asleep, literally.
What about your friends? Like, what were their thoughts when it was over? Did they agree?
It was my brother.
Oh, your brother. Just you and your brother?
And his girlfriend.
What do they think?
My brother felt like the same way. Like he was like, it needed more Pokemon battles, and then.
I didn't even want that.
Really? I wanted more Pokemon battles.
No, I wanted more of either world or the... I mean, not the world. But, okay, how about the way they presented the story? It was too generic and too typical. I was able to predict what many things were going to happen, and they happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was me. But anyway, going back... Okay, so that's your thoughts. Going back to Death Race. Daniel, what'd you think after seeing this movie for the first time in years?
It was just boring.
It was only fun once we started talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Just stories.
Yeah.
I do like that we were able to save a lot of our stories because from this we only got 2 stories. One about Cristian and like his knowledge about the prison system involving the prisoners, and then me with my, I think it was 1 or 2 stories, but the one story being about me losing weight and my inspiration for losing weight. And so, if it wasn't for us, would you have just like after 20 minutes locked out of this movie?
After like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay.
Maybe less.
And any good positive thoughts? Did you like the effects, the cars, and I mean the use of the death rays, anything?
It's a great concept. It's just.
Do you think? Can you see this movie being done by someone else and done better?
It's already been done like 6 more times.
Oh yeah, it actually was.
So no, I think it's done. It's finished.
Maybe just horrible directors took over. Okay. Christian, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I won't watch this again. Car races are kind of fun though.
Based on the screenplay by Robert Thom and Charles Griffith. Story by Ib Mitchlor? Whatever that was.
I don't know. I feel like this will make a better game. In fact, it has.
I didn't even remember it. But I thought it wasn't a good game, right?
No, but I meant just like...
But I don't know.
Like
but I
Twisted
can
Metal.
easily see this being like a good game of some kind.
Wait. So was it a game before or no?
No. They made a game based off this movie. It was on Xbox. It was a downloadable game.
Was it called Death Race?
It was called Death Race. I think they had it a subtitle, but it was called Death Race. It wasn't very good from what I remember.
Because I googled it and nothing came up besides the arcade game from like way back.
I could have sworn there was a Death Race game.
Oh, so you guys know?
Or is it like that thing where like, I would say like the Scott Pilgrim game where it existed but you can't get it anymore.
I didn't know that was a game.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys can know.
Based off the comics, not the movie.
But so you guys can know. Do you remember that once the boss lady started cursing when she realized that the guys were leaving the racetrack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, they just replayed it as the credits were ending. Like they literally just copied and pasted her saying it without the music, and then that's how it ended.
Huh.
With her just cursing. I have no idea why.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah. So then your general thoughts being,
I'm not watching this again.
No, why would you? I have to watch. Think about it, I have to watch this again at least 2 more times in order for me to make the sample for this and to edit some of the stuff that we said.
You know what's funny though too? The stories we told. You can put that anywhere in the track because we don't talk about the movie.
Yeah,
we don't talk anything.
We did, like the only time we talked about was like.
No, I tell you guys this brief synopsis of what you missed.
I really wish you wouldn't have because I don't really care. I was honestly ready to tell you, dude, just stop talking because I don't care.
No, but also I said that for the audience.
Like I don't know if you felt the same way.
I felt the same way. I was like, Adrian, just shut up. You don't have to.
Like it's Death Race. I don't care.
Yeah, okay. So Christian's overall thoughts being, he never wants to watch it again. It's actually very boring than he thought, and if an actual group of developers made a game about and actually tried to make a game about Death Race, it could actually be a really good game. You think it could be a good single player?
Twisted Metal though, right? I mean, Twisted Metal kind of the same thing.
Yes, but don't they go more of a don't they have some supernatural elements in that?
Yeah, but you know, essentially.
I'm just saying, but
yeah.
I think it could be better just like regular prisoners doing for the race. Okay, my thoughts being, I was bored. I'm glad I was able to watch it with 2 friends and just talk about other stuff. I enjoyed the practical effects because it's nice to see actual practical effects, especially in this current time where almost or everything is CG at this point. So it's nice to see that. And I did like they were small scale because they were able to be more practical with it, be more resourceful, and I do kind of think that the giant rig truck in Mad Max Fury Road got some inspiration from that giant truck boss battle that they had to do in this movie, and so if George Miller actually got inspiration from this movie by that truck, then I'm glad this movie exists. And that's my only thoughts on it. Okay, any final words before I say goodbye?
You should end it now.
No, we are. No, I am. I'm just saying. Any final words? This is Christian talking right now. So
I wish they would have used different locations because it was kind of boring to see the same track over.
Was literally the same thing over.
For the first 2, yes. For the 9 one, I couldn't say because it was hard to tell. It seems like it was.
And not like yeah.
Most likely it was. So I kind of wish they used different tracks or at least something different because it was very boring to see the same track, same thing because it all kind of meshed together.
Into one race
Visually, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just feels like one large race that was interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like NASCAR, like if they were going like 500 laps.
Hey, I would say that this racing is much better than NASCAR. Final words, Daniel?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you all for joining us. Hopefully you all have a good day, and you'll hear us next time for whatever movie we do. Okay, so goodbye, everyone.